Today I'm here in one of my favourite cities in Southeast Asia, Bangkok, and I'm going to take you off the beaten track and show you a place that you will not see on a travel guide or here on YouTube, and give you a little taste of what local life is really like here in the bustling city of Bangkok. I still remember stepping off the plane in Bangkok for the first time. This unexpected calm hit me, and it didn't make sense because as I've gotten older, I've gone out of my way to avoid big cities. So why did this one feel different? It was the taxi ride to my hotel in Sukhumvit that I started to notice things. The mix of old and new in the architecture, a kind of worn and almost dystopian grit that's hard to explain. With a population of 6 million in the city, Bangkok is one of Southeast Asia's largest and most influential urban centres. And between you and I, it's one of my favourite cities in the world. So this is Samrong. Straight away you can see and feel the difference here. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's the Bangkok that I imagined before I ever got here. And it's the sort of place that I'm really drawn to. This is working class Thailand at its best, and it doesn't get any more real than this. Just south of Bangkok sits Samrong, part of the wider Bangkok metropolitan area, but with a very different role. This is one of Thailand's key industrial provinces. It's home to many factories and logistics hubs that support the capital's economy. Communities here are largely working class, people employed in industry, transport and local business. What you see here is practical, functional and well lived in areas. And while it's often overlooked by visitors, this place helps power the country's economy. You can get down to Samrong on the BDS, straight out of Sukhumvit if you want actually. The line comes straight out here. Fairly cheap to get out here and it's fairly easy. So if you want to see a piece of Bangkok that is not part of the tourist hub or away from the Pharang areas, come on down here to Samrong. You'll really love it. You'll get a very good taste of local life and also budget-friendly food and clothing as well. You can get really good prices on clothing. Samrong is located just outside of Bangkok in Samut and forms part of a wider metropolitan area. It's a densely populated district made up mostly of low-rise buildings, shop fronts, apartments and older residential blocks. The area developed as Bangkok expanded outward, with industry and transport links driving growth into surrounding areas like this, with people commuting between here and the city. It's connected by the BDS SkyTrain, which make it easily accessible from central Bangkok. What you see here is typical of Bangkok's outer districts, functional, lived in and built around everyday life rather than commerce or tourism. So one of the major shopping hubs here in Samrong is Imperial World. There is tons of food and tons of affordable clothing. If you want to get some original sneakers or any original clothing, here's a good place to come where you're not going to pay tourist prices. So we're going to head down to the food market because it's all about food for us, and show you what's going on down there. All right, pork, noodles and gravy. And what do you got there, Patchy? You got the eggs, and I think that's mushroom. On our way to the market, we ran into some spinning top nerds who took this spinning top sport very seriously. I've never seen this hype over spinning tops before, so it was a pretty cool event. If you guys want to get hold of some genuine clothing, I mean, it is hit and miss But if you go to like the reputable sports shops like Sports World here, places like this, you're going to get the real deal. And out here, you can get them really, really cheap. I scored a pair of Adidas sneakers, and I'll show you, for 1,500 baht, man. That's $60 Australian for a genuine pair of Adidas. I use these for filming. I was wearing my skate shoes, but they're just not good for constantly walking around. But I'll give you an example here, guys. Look, so you got a big sale here, 40%, and you can get, you know, a pair of these, for example. These are runners. Switch run, 3,200. You take 40 off that. That's a good deal. 20% off, and that's 1,900, guys. 20% off that. That's a deal. They're actually very similar to what I've got, but I've got the black sole. So, and these are the real deal. They're not fakers. You'll find all the fakers in these sort of little places on the middle and on the outskirts here. They sell all the copies, and even some of the copies are pretty good, man. I have a pair of Nike copies back home up north, and they are very, very good. They're good enough, just for hacks. This kind of place takes me back to my roots. I grew up in a lower socio family, single mum, 4 boys. We were happy back then. This is how I learned to be resourceful and make do with what I had. I was streetwise and very adventurous as a kid. The area I lived in was very industrial, and my first job was in a factory. I think I lasted until morning tea before I quit. Where would we be if we didn't have a fresh food market? So we're going to show you the main fresh food market here in Samrong. A bit of a gloomy old day today. It looks like it's threatening to rain, but it's not going to. I think it's pollution. There we go. 20 baht for a kilo of mangoes, guys. That's the cheapest we've seen it. There you go, there's the proof. I don't know what they do with these green ones, man. What do they do with these, Patchy? How you eat this? It's very sour.
Seafood.
Oh, you chop it up, put it in the seafood?
Sticky rice.
Sticky rice, yeah. And this is kilo price for rice, I'm guessing. Oh, is that for a big bag, darling? How much? Is that kilo?
Oh, one kilo 35 baht.
Oh, 1 kilo 35 baht. And what's the 520 for? Big bag?
Big 10 kilo.
10 kilo, nice. Hey, boys. All right, look at this, guys. Massive market. Big, big, big. Very good. All right, so I've said to Patchy, I know she's salivating over here. She loves this stuff, mate. And I said, get some, but we can't take it in the hotel, otherwise they'll boot us out. Come on. She's just smashing it. Is it good? All right, here we go. I'm gonna just give me a little bit.
Yeah. What do you think?
No. I can't do it.
You know, like?
I don't know, man. It's.
Smell?
I think the smell is clashing with my taste buds, so it's very hard to. I think if it was cold, like in the fridge. No. All right, no, I think I'm going to have to get a smoothie to wash that down, but these guys love this stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do, but I think it's an acquired taste. I think it's like when I first drank red wine, it's something you've got to just persevere with. This is what it's all about for me. I love getting out to these areas and really getting down and dirty amongst the markets, and yeah, you just get a real feel for the place when you wander around these markets. Okay, let's look at a Life Fit score for this place. Samrong scores well for affordability, transport and access to everyday local life, offering a more grounded and working class side of outer Bangkok. While it lacks the lifestyle appeal and expat infrastructure of places like Hua Hin or Jomtien, it delivers strong value for people wanting convenience, cheap living and a more authentic urban Thai environment. Samrong has affordable local rents, cheap food and a lower daily cost than central Bangkok. I give it an 8.5 out of 10 for cost of living. Healthcare and access, it has great access to local hospitals and clinics. There's no shortage around here. Healthcare and access, I give it an 8 out of 10. Lifestyle, Samrong is a very local, busy and practical area. It has limited nightlife or scenic appeal compared to central Bangkok. I give it a 6.5 out of 10 for lifestyle. Expat community, it's not a major expat hub. It's mostly local Thai working communities with fewer foreign-focused services. I give it a 5.5 out of 10 for expat community. And now, long-term living. Samrong has good transport and conveniences, but density, traffic and industrial surroundings may wear on some people for the long term. For long-term living, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. So the grand total Life Fit score for Samrong is 7.1 out of 10. Not bad at all. Look, Samrong isn't polished, but that's also the point. It feels functional, local and connected to the real rhythm of outer Bangkok. I reckon it's a cool place and I could definitely live there for some time.